students. I hope you all are good. Today our first lecture, Unit 2, Class 10th. My name is Mohammed Faisal and I will teach you English. First of all, let me tell you our syllabus, which I will deliver all of you. Our syllabus includes narrations, means direct, indirect. Specifically, interrogative use of narrations we will discuss in our first lecture, Unit 2. Then, The Rain, which is written by W.H. Davis. This is poem, and we will discuss the summary and the biography of our poet W.H. Davis. Then pair of words from 11 to 20, and first of all I will tell you the meanings of the words, the difference of the words, then I will make you understand how to write a sentence, how it will be easy for you to write sentence by yourself. Paragraphs 4 to 7. These are paragraphs. You will be given paragraphs into Urdu language, and you will be required to translate those paragraphs into English. And I will make you to translate those paragraphs, inshallah, in our upcoming lectures. Then present perfect tense. You are in 10th class. Tenses, activices and passive voice have been discussed in detail with all of you when you were in class 9th. But this is in fact your revision, because your objective part of paper will include active voice and passive voice too. That is why present perfect tense I will teach you. Today our lecture is over the poem The Rain. The poem The Rain is written by W.H. Davis, as it is mentioned on whiteboard before all of you. W.H. Davis is Georgian poet, but he has proper link with romantic poets. W.H. Davis was born in 1871 and died in 1940. He is the poet of nature. For him, nature is everything. As you have read, William Wordsworth. For William Wordsworth, nature is everything. Similarly, for W.H. Davis, nature is everything. Nature is a healer, nature is a nurse, nature is a mother. Whenever we get fed up of our routine and daily life, we move toward nature just in order to seek relaxation, so we could soothe our stiffness of nerves. So that is why nature is important for our today's poet W.H. Davis. Then, in his poetry, most often he mentions hardships and trial of life. You know, every person faces hardships, difficulties and trials in his or her life. We are to combat with such situations. We are to compromise with our routine life. We are to compromise our hardships. Because life is based on two things. One is hardship of life, and second is hope of life. This poem contains two stanzas. First stanza is about hardships of life and inequality which we often observe in our society. You know, our society is divided into two parts, major two parts, elite class and lower class. Elite class enjoys all facilities and lower class suffers from number of problems, financial problems, educational problems and number of other problems. So first stanza is about falling of rain. In the first stanza, the poet describes that rain falls on the top thick leaves. First, top thick leaves of the tree quench their thirst, drink the water of the rain. Later on, whatever is left, those leaves pass it down to lower leaves, drop after drop. Here there is use of metaphor. Now let me tell you what is meant by metaphor. Metaphor is in fact a literary device when it is association between two things, two different entities. For instance, I say this boy is a son. So this is metaphor because I am making an association between boy and sun on the sky. So this is metaphor. So the first stanza has use of metaphor in this poem because where the poet says top thick leaves drink falling rain, drops of falling rain. It means he is saying that elite class of the society, rich people of the society, ascendant class of the society enjoys opportunities, facilities of life and they live a very luxurious life. But after quenching the thirst, top thick leaves pass the same water to the lower leaves, drop after drop. It is again metaphor. You know, when our elite class fulfills its requirements, after fulfilling its own requirement, our elite class of the society passes the rest of the opportunities, the rest of the points of happiness for lower class. It passes it down to lower class, coin after coin. So now let's move towards the second stanza. Second stanza is about sun shining. You know, when the rain stops, the sun shines and it becomes very lovely sight. Everywhere we find sunlight and it makes atmosphere very bright. It is again metaphor. When our society will be removed from this division of elite class and lower class, when our society will be established on the one rule, that is equality, that period will be called the period after rain stops. Means when equality will be started to practice in our society, the scenario will become very bright and shining, hopeful, optimistic. So in the second stanza, the poet is very much optimistic, hopeful. He makes his reader understand if present time you are facing problems, you are facing trials of life. The time will come when these difficulties, these problems will be changed into happiness. Sadness will be removed from your life. As in this time, you are suffering from panic situation because of COVID-19. Every person is depressed, frustrated because of financial problems. But this period will be gone off, and time will come when every person will have his own job again, his own business again, his own life target setting point again. So you should wait for the time when rain will stop, sun will shine, and scene will become lovely for all of you. So this is in fact the explanation of these two stanzas. Now students, you are required to download the summary of the poem The Rain from the internet and memorize it by heart. So you could easily write over the pages which you will be provided during your exams. Now let's move towards questions and answers of this poem. First question. What does the poet hear? The poet hears the sound of raindrops falling on the top thick leaves. You know, when the raindrops fall on the leaves, it creates a sound. That sound our poet hears and he becomes very happy because that sound is very lovely and symphony for our poet. What, according to the poet, is a sweet noise? The sound of raindrops falling on the leaves seems to be musical, so it is a sweet noise. As I have explained before, when the drops of rain falls on the leaves, it creates very sweet sound, and that sweet sound makes our poet very happy, and it creates a sweet noise in his ears. Third question, what will happen after the rain stops? After the rain, the sun will break through the clouds and it will shine bright. When the rain will stop, the sun will shine and it will shine brightly. What makes the scene lovely? After the rain, the sun shines bright, it makes lovely scene. You know, you have observed in your life, whenever rain falls, after the rain stops, the sun shines and it presents a very lovely scenario before all of us. So this is our today's lecture. I hope you have understood easily. So the task which I have assigned to all of you, I am hopeful that you will complete it. You will download the summary of the poem and you will memorize it by heart. Thank you, dear student. Assalamu alaikum.